Hey guys, I'm Brogan. Today in this video, we're diving into this product right here. Now this is the Cornmi NeoVista X7 Lite VR glasses. Now VR glasses have become a big part of my travel life. So I am traveling a lot outside of this channel, working on a bunch of different projects. And when I'm traveling, I'm typically on an airplane and I'm trying to keep up with my workload. I'm trying to continue to edit videos. I'm doing a lot more editing on my phone or tablet. I'm also trying to create thumbnails, trying to respond to emails, dealing with brands and different clients and stuff like that. In addition to that, I like to stay entertained as well on long flights. I want to watch a movie or a TV show or watch back a video that I just edited. And I can do all of that with VR glasses. I'm able to take that experience, make it personalized to me, so I can sit next to two people on an airplane and nobody knows what my experience is entailing. I'm not disrupting anybody, but I'm totally immersed in exactly what I'm doing. I'm not distracted by my surroundings. It's really a relaxing and effective way to get work done or to stay entertained. So really excited to dive into this product because this is going to be a product that falls perfectly aligned with all of those things. Now, to highlight a few of the key features here before we unbox this and dive into this product right here offers a virtual screen size of up to 800 inches, which is absolutely massive. That is about as immersive as you can get with VR glasses. Now, we also have 1920 by 1080 resolution on here. In addition to that, we have pixel density of 3150 ppi. We have a color gamut of 110% RGB, which presents rich as well as realistic colors. We also have a 62-degree field of view on here and a 90 hertz refresh rate, which is going to give us super smooth transitions, whether we're in games or just simply watching videos or movies. So really excited about this. Let's dive into it, unbox it, and see what this has to offer us. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and open this up. Inside here, we have our travel case. This is a molded case. It's going to encapsulate everything in here very safely, very securely. We also have a little loop right here. You can put your wrist through there, carry this very easily, or even attach it to a backpack if you wanted to. I'm going to set that aside. Right here, we have our user manual. That's the only thing left in the actual box, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that. We'll take a quick little look through the user manual right here. As we scroll through here, it walks through a couple different safety notifications, shows you how you can get in contact with the company, walks through the contents of everything included in here. Over here, it shows you all the different ports and control options that are present on the actual VR glasses. Same thing over here, goes in detail for the inside. Shows you how you can basically use this, run through the controls, all that good stuff, and then it repeats itself in a couple different languages here. We also have some warranty information in here as well. We're going to set that aside. Let's go ahead and open up our carrying case here. So this is a nice hard shell carrying case. It's going to keep the contents within, safe and secure at all times. Unzip it. Inside here we have our glasses, which we're going to set aside just for right now. I want to see what else is included in here. We have a microfiber towelette right here, so you can wipe down the lenses without doing any damage to them. You won't scratch them or anything like that. Very nice material, good size as well. Here we have our Type-C to Type-C cable connection. This is how you're going to go ahead and connect multiple devices over to this. You can connect over a PC, an iPhone. Because it's Type-C, you're going to be able to connect over an iPhone 15 and up to this very easily, exactly with this cable right here. If you have an older one, you'll need an adapter that takes that Lightning connection and converts it over to Type-C, so you can go ahead and plug these in. Now, we also have some different that's accessories here for the insert that goes into the earbuds here. Everybody's ear is going to be slightly different shape, so you may want to swap those out. It's just a little rubber piece that goes over top, and there's 4 additional ones here, and I believe we have 2 that are already installed on them. So that is everything within here. Let's bring our glasses into the mix here. So very sleek design here, one piece across the entire front here. We don't have individual glasses, it's just one solid piece across. We have a button on each side here, and those buttons are going to do different functions. So over here on this side, this is going to be purely navigation. So you're going to be able to scroll up, scroll down, scroll left, or scroll right. So this is basically computer navigation right here. You're able to make your adjustments in the software settings, all that good stuff. Over here, this is going to be your brightness control and volume control. So you can go forward and backward to adjust the brightness, bring it up, bring it down. And then up and down here is going to be for volume. So we'll go ahead and scroll up, we'll go ahead and scroll down. That is going to be how we adjust the volume. I love the fact that we have those controls here so we can make those adjustments effortlessly. We don't have to go into the software in whatever we are displaying through here and make the adjustments there. You can do everything on the outside very easily. Notice that we have this little strap over here connecting from the right hand side to the left hand side. This is when you put your head in here, going to secure everything in place. Now that's optional. If I was doing like VR gaming, I'd probably leave that in there, but for just a passive experience where you're not really moving around too much, you can go ahead and just remove this. This is fully rubber. It attaches itself very easily. You can see how easy that was to remove. So I like the look of this without that, and because I wear hats all the time, I think that could be a little bit awkward for me personally. So I like the sleekness of this without it. Now, you'll notice that we have earbuds that are hanging down. Love that. They are built into the side here. So you just simply pop that into your right ear, pop that into your left ear, and your audio is going to be personal to you. It's not going to be something that other people hear or anything like that. A lot of the other VR glasses out there on the market, they actually have speakers built into the side. So the speakers come out right next to your ear, and it's somewhat of a private audio experience, but the people next to you on like an airplane, they hear a little bit of chatter. They can't really, figure out what's being said or what song's being played, but they will definitely hear a little chatter, which can be a nuisance. So I like that this is going to be personal to you. Nobody's going to hear what you're watching but you. So it creates a more immersive experience in my opinion. And again, volume control is going to be on the left-hand side, so you can bring the volume up or volume down. Now, if we turn this around, you can see the lenses in here, and you're also going to see that there is a control toggle right up here at the top. Now, if you take a look at those lenses there, I'll try to get this in focus for you guys. Take a look as I make that adjustment. We're able to move those lenses apart or together based on how we pull these in. So see how they're moving closer together? If I go the other way, they move farther apart. Not everybody's eyes are situated in the same place, so it's nice to be able to make those adjustments. Now, if we flip this over to the underside, you're gonna notice that we have adjustments under here as well. That is so we can actually adjust the picture on your left eye and right eye. And I love the fact that we can adjust those eyes separately. Again, not everybody's vision or eyes are going to require the same setting, so we can make different adjustments for each eye to create the best experience for ourselves. Love what that is making possible here. Love the weight of this. This does feel like it is very well balanced. There is a little bit, it's obviously front heavy here. The other thing is there is some airflow ventilation over here as well. So you're able to get some cool air kind of blowing through here at all times as well. And we also have the Type-C connection right here. So that is going to be under the right eye, or I guess to the right of the right eye here, on the little side piece. So you'll take your Type-C cable connection and you can simply plug that in right here. Other end is going to go into your device, and you are able to get everything displayed right on here. Again, with that virtual screen size of up to 800 inches and that resolution of 1920 by 1080. So really excited to test this out. Let's go ahead and throw these on. Awesome experience. So really love the way that this makes for a private experience. It really immerses you in your experience as well. So you're not dealing with your surroundings because of the rubber that goes around the lenses here, and they secure to your face. It blocks out all the light, so you're not getting glare or light from external sources around you. You're locked into what you're watching on here, which I really like. I guess that could be a negative or a positive here, but I'm seeing it as a positive because I want to block out everything around me, especially if I'm on an airplane, which is where I would use this the most. We also have a private experience with the headphones that are built in here. Now, it did take me a minute to figure out how these go in, and the reason for that is very simple. The headphones here, notice that the cable's coming down. When you typically would put headphones in, if they're wired, your cable would be going down from your ears, not up. So when I went to put them in, I was putting them in upside down. So you kind of have to think the mirror image of what you're used to with these, because again, the cable's going up. So I felt like I was putting them in upside down, but that was actually right side up with these. So it took me a minute to figure that out, but once I got them in, very comfortable, and then I remember in the future exactly how they go in here. So a little bit of a learning curve with these, but great experience. The picture quality is great. I love the fact that we can adjust the lens placement, so we can bring it in, we can bring it out. For me personally, I brought it all the way out here. We also have the focus adjustments here for the left eye and right eye. They are separate rather than just one universal setting for the whole experience, which I have seen on other glasses like this. I like that it's individual adjustments because not everybody's eyes are going to require the same adjustment. Your left eye could be very different from your right eye. One thing that I'll complain about here is that putting these on, because they do wrap around you. It does secure them to you very nicely because of that design, but getting these on, you feel like you're bending against the hinge because you are bending against the hinge. And I can see that doing damage if you're not careful. You don't want to crank this out their opposite direction. So you kind of have to ease your way into this. And it's a very secure fit, which is good once they're on, but putting them on can be a challenge. I'd like to see that hinge have a little bit more play so I can bend it back there without feeling like, you know, I'm going to possibly do damage to it if I'm not super careful. That's one complaint that I have, and it's a minor one. The other one is there is a little bit of a break-in process for the rubber gasket on here, right? So when we put this on, it does a great job of blocking out the light, blocking out glare, but it does kind of pull away from you a little bit because the padding is so significant and thick here. So what I encountered was that over time it seemed to break in and it got better and better, but it does pull away and it creates like a little fuzzy edge on the outer edge of your right lens and your left lens because the rubber is just kind of pushing away and it's kind of coming into your field of vision a little bit. So again, when I put these on, what I was doing was I was pushing them in, and after I do this a couple times, it does seem to find that sweet spot where it's not, you know, kind of coming into my vision over here on the sides. So like when I push it in like this, it's perfect. But then it starts to, obviously when I let go, it pulls itself away a little bit and it can be a little fuzzy around the edges. So I think that's gonna break in over time, but those are really my only concerns with this product. It's extremely well made, very easy to connect to. The audio quality and visuals on here are incredible, super clear. We have that 1920 by 1080 resolution on here. The field of view is great. The angles are great on here. So really a big fan of what this has to offer. The price point for the X7 Lite right here is $649. I think it's a little bit high of a price point if I'm being totally honest, but it is high quality top to bottom on here. So at the same time, I think it is fair, but I'd love to see it, you know, at like a $599 price point ideally. I think it's just a little bit too expensive in my opinion. All in all, great experience here, super high quality. That's gonna do it for this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about what you saw here today. Do you like what you saw? Would you use this? How would you use this? Let me know in the comments of this video. And to learn a little bit more about the NeoVista X7 Lite, click the link in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give me a thumbs up on the video. And of course, hit subscribe to stay in the loop for all future videos right here on the Brogan YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.